What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little bit. My season's kind of winding down now, and I wanted to take a little bit of time to kind of reflect on the year, throw out some numbers of how my numbers look. I love being transparent with everybody. I love setting out goals and making them known. Kind of keeps you more accountable a little bit. And that's one of the things I want to do. I'm also going to go into a little bit of some things I have in the works. I'm not going to make any specific announcements yet, but you'll know when those happen. And of course, always it will benefit you, because that's my goal, is to help people while also helping myself, but also helping you. So let's just get into it. I mean, I've had a pretty good season. Numbers wise, this was my best season so far to date. Since 2018, this year I hired 2 part-time guys to help me, one weekend warrior and another one that helped me a few days a week. And they both worked for a few months, and then they went on and kind of did other things. But it was a great learning experience for me in both directions when it comes to hiring. And I think that is something that I'll carry on to next year when I do start hiring, because my goal, to start the goal thing, one of my goals next year is to hire at least 1 full-timer and maybe a part-timer, maybe 2 part-timers, maybe a weekend warrior. I don't really know yet. I'm going to go from there. So let's just get right into the recap of 2024 for Hallman window washing. I realize we're just getting into December. We got a couple weeks left of November, but the way my season works, of course, I have high dusting. Doesn't really accumulate much right now. It needs a lot more footwork involved with it. It needs a lot more marketing involved with it that I have not done yet. And honestly, I don't need to work. I like to use the time off to kind of recoup. My stinking joints hurt. My neck hurts. My shoulders hurt. It's been a long season. You guys know this. You're in it too. So I like to take a few weeks, man, and just kind of nurse myself back up a little bit, but also use this time to work on the business, because I'm working in the business so often during the year. It's really hard for me to shift focus and find time to look at things with like a bird's eye view. Revenue. Let's talk revenue. So this year, my revenue hit about $145,000. Last year, I was at about 137, so increase. Always good when it's going up. Not a ton up, but there's only so much time in the day. There's only so many hours in the week. So, I mean, you're going to hit a cap. I did raise prices a little bit. I haven't looked at all my numbers compared to last season, which I probably will do. Just like to look at I know my average ticket's gone up. I don't know the job. So this year I've done about 370 jobs. My average ticket is about 405, and that's ticking up a bit since last season. These are all KPIs, guys. Know your numbers. That's huge. That's ticked up. I think I was at like 375, 365 last season. But I've increased prices, and then I haven't increased prices for existing clients, but I have increased prices for new clients, and that's kind of how I like to do it. If I do a blanket price increase, I may do that next year when I hire a little bit more people, but we'll see. As of right now, my numbers are numbering and everybody's making money. Well, I'm making money because it's my business, but I'm seeing a profit. I'm seeing leftovers. So that's the goal, because a lot of businesses do not have that. They're paying themselves, everything's good, but there's no money left over to really reinvest back into the business. So I did about $225,000 in estimates, which puts my approval rating right around that 62%, 60 to 62%, which is, like, for me, that is perfect. Anything below that, or really below like 50%, you're going to want to maybe lower your prices. Anything above like 70%, your prices are too low, because you want to be right around that like 50 to 60% acceptance rate. But you got to get the leads in the first place, right? And I think that's one of my biggest asks, questions wise, is like, how do you get clients? How do you get leads? And you can look at other videos that I've done. I have a lot of videos that I hit on that can help you with how to get leads, how to sustain leads. And as I grow, hopefully you'll grow with me, because I will show you different tactics that I'm using that maybe worked or don't work. that you can implement as well. I have not done a whole lot of paid advertising. I haven't needed to because I've only been actively creating opportunities for myself, which only need, by the numbers, about 400 jobs. Now, when I start hiring, I'm going to need 800 jobs. I'm going to need 1,200 jobs. I am going to need to start putting money into marketing. So I will have a marketing budget for next year. And then we'll go from there. Maybe like a community magazine. I'm always going to be doing the organic one, so I'm learning a lot from the home service business coach that I'm in. Ugh. Excuse me, I'm back. Okay, 3 kids. Anyway, and so home service business coach is teaching me a lot in regards to just organic marketing. So your 5-arounds, your business cards, your emails, maybe quarterly saying, hey, we haven't seen you in 6 months. Let's get you booked. Things like that can really benefit you that are free. Okay. Looking into 2025, as you guys know, I love the dentist close. I try to close out people before I leave. Haven't done as good as I wanted to this season. I have about $50,000 scheduled for 2025. I was hoping that to be closer to $80,000, but you live and learn, figure out what you did wrong, what you can do better. A lot of the times, to be honest, guys, I'm always I find myself always looking towards the next job, and I find it hard to really focus on that job. And I try not to go fast, right? But you get so good at something that it's kind of just do it, done, boom, let's go. I'm trying to learn to take in every job, not try to get to the next one as quickly. And half of that, what happens with that is I forget to try and book them, right? Because I'm okay, I got to get to the next job. I'm ahead of schedule, or I'm behind schedule, or whatever. And I think really just taking that time to create some type of program or script to try and remember as you get done with the job. And rebooking, I think, can be incorporated into that. So speaking of 2025, let's look at some goals that I want to try to accomplish for next season. I'm creating, with Home Service Business Coach, I'm creating a training course for my employees. That's a big one that's going to take some time. I want to create a safety course for the employees. That's going to take some time. I want to be OSHA certified on a lot of things. Like I said, 1 to 3 new hires. I'm reading off a sheet here. So for me too, one of the biggest things that I want to do next year is I don't want to be a full-time tech anymore. I don't want to be on the truck 5 days a week. So I'm going to try and push 3 days a week. And then the other 2 days, I'm working in the business, right? On the business. And like I said, I have some other things going on right now that I'm not going to mention, but it may be new opportunities for me regarding a company that I'm working with that I'm super, super excited for. So maybe that, maybe I kind of diversify a little bit into that, and I create maybe half the week I'm doing that and half the week I am doing the cleaning. But now that I've created this business, though, guys, it's really going to create opportunities for me in the future where if I have other things going on and if I'm diversifying and have different income streams, different ways, for some reason in my head it's a lot easier to disconnect from the business a little bit more. Even though my face is the logo, my name is the logo, my name is the name of the company, the one thing I've been working on is disassociating myself from that so I can build it and not be in it, right? And look at it from afar. So if I have I really hope this is making sense. So if I have other things that I am working on and trying to focus on that's also bringing me in income, because at the end of the day, that's the goal, right? And also to help, but I mean, people have to survive. Bringing in income, for some reason in my head, it's a lot easier to justify hiring, as weird as that sounds. So that may work as well. And that may help me grow. So you have this machine over here that you've been working on for years, and now you can just hire the folks to go do that. And you're still going to be working on it, but you're not going to be working in it, which will free up time for you to pursue other things that you want to do. That's the point I'm trying to make. So that's kind of where I'm at. this last week, so today is Thursday the 21st, and I have like one job next week. It's a reschedule, but after that, man, I got like nothing. So I have so much time to think about what I want to do, toy around with how I want to do it. I am lucky enough to be able to like store the acorns, I guess you can say, store the nuts all year. So I have plenty to last me and my family through the summer. Through the winter. Summer, it's snowing outside. Through the winter, would I love to be working right now? Absolutely. But I don't take many vacations because you got about 8 months here in Michigan to really get your hardcore clean on, unless you are offering other things like Christmas lights, which, man, I don't know about you guys, but I'm seeing so many more signs around my area for Christmas lights. It's like, and people will post them right next to each other. They're like, Christmas lights. Oh, I do Christmas lights too. Like, really? Why would you put that? Anyway, it devalues your sign, in my opinion. Oh yeah, don't forget too, guys, I do have a couple articles in American Window Cleaner magazine that you can check out. Let's see if it's in this one. Yep, there's one. So there's an article. The one before that also has an article called Squeegee Secrets. So, hey, let me know if you guys are going to the IWCA convention in Vegas this February next year. I'm strongly consider going. I've never been. I think it's a great opportunity, and I can meet a lot of people that I've been talking to the last 5 years, in person, and I think that's a ample opportunity. There's courses, there's classes and stuff on there, so I just think it's a cool opportunity, and you can write it off. So I think that's pretty cool too. So So I'm going to be working on videos, guys. I'm really going to try and post more. I got a couple people that have written to me asking questions, so I can do a couple videos like that. I also just did a video. I'll try to link it somewhere up here or down below, that I just did with another channel called Six Figure Revenue. I also, if you remember, if you come to my channel, that you've probably seen that video, that one I did a couple years ago. I just did another one. It was called The Day in the Life of a window cleaning business owner. That's on their channel, Six Figure Revenue, and you can check it out. It's pretty cool. Let me know what you think, and yeah, leave a comment below, guys. What do you guys do in the off season? Do you have an off season? Is your off season the same as mine? Mine runs pretty much from now until mid-March, right? So depending on the weather. So yeah, I want to give everybody an update. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.